check it. Yo, I always be analyzing to see who's fake. People acting Janice, running around two-faced, talking behind my back until they put in their place. You're a two-course meal without saying grace on the internet. Talking shit through your fingertips, talking high power till your shine is eclipsed. Trying to ride a wave until your mind is seasick. Cement shoes and your ankles tied with 3 bricks. This isn't Grand Theft Auto, this is real life. I will piss on your grave and throw dick to your wife. This is a warning mixed with some advice. You might be king, but I'm the ace of spades, and you just grenade. This is food for thought, bitch, eat a grenade. This is what people want, the be treated like dirt. I tried being humble, but that was absurd. All the brainless pigeons flock together like birds, pecking for crumbs until they merge with the crossroads and chuck the demi-urge. I think they had enough, I took the trash to the curb. Let the torture begin and watch them burn. Here's the urn.
It's hard to keep it real with fake people. They can take love, mix it with hate, and make evil. I'm staring at 50 shades of great people. It's a grand deception, like K-Reno. They are who they say they isn't. On the internet, spreading everybody's business through a troll account. Talking foul, not knowing what goes around comes around. The flat out truth is the energy change when I come around. I guess London Bridge is falling down. Hey people, stall him out. We know all about the narrative painting. To control the clout, they gatekeepers trying to stop the ones trying to awake people. HOTC.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion, and if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. Bakushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on the pinch hitter.
All is continuous vibration, always in motion. Conductor of energy, a salt in the ocean. Serpent is the sine wave, polarities interwoven. A chemical sorcery, elixirs and potions. Resonant frequencies, molecular explosions. Your daily programs is heavy doses of hypnosis. People walk around blind even though their eyes are open. No time for ideological salesmen with biblical notions. That box in your room, televised lies through your vision. It doesn't matter your race, status, or religion. No longer have to beat you when your mind is locked in prison. That food is filled with toxins, it's why you can't think clear. Illusion of choice is your option while keeping all in fear. Load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here. I said load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
In the instant, I changed the mission with photosynthesis. Witness the synthesis, ripping endless on instruments. Feel the frequency, energy off this Hennessy synergy. Literally dome that take us to infinity. Reading articles, all is horrible, calling audibles. I'm remarkable, I shot a fed at a carnival. Dust and particles, follicles gon' be everywhere. Heavy pair of some pistols, I shot them holding that teddy bear. Fuck the system, let's keep it simple, let's raise the temple. Make them triple while you're going to where they all assemble. Not Avengers, I'm the Avenger, I seek the engine. Kept my temper till I stuck the hidden blade up in them. Fuck the ruler, here's what they doing to you. Poison water in the food is what you put into you. I'm the shooter with new maneuvers. Caught back to Ruger, super trooper. He is gonna need a pooper scooper. The revenge of Montezuma. Rocking my Pumas, uppercut like a Kuma, sending you straight to Luna. Cosmic verses from universes on new excursions, emerging the virgin. I pull the back, the iron curtain. War leaders are war eaters, born cheaters, war sneakers, rearrange their core features. Born reaper, hurricane, the sword keeper, form ether, burn all of the mold geezers. Up in government, parliament, bitch, I'm tarnishing arguments, ain't no bargaining, throw a bomb in the audience. I'm the guardian, strange you all in the cardigan, rearrange the universe, I am the artisan.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
As a king, fighting the spirit of Mesa King, vibing to my queen, playing the tambourine, while I'm eating the tangerine. My plasma was replaced with gasoline, got the blood of the Elohim, manifesting through a dream, a shit you never seen. I got the eyes of Medusa, and the hands of Wolverine, astral project with my inner being. We locked in the inner ring, hoping the Anunnaki intervene. While the world is under siege, they got an abyss under the sea, living underneath. Lightning struck me standing under a tree while I was crumbling weed, and an angel swooped down, put me under her wing. Now she shields me from my desires the devil brings. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality.
What is good? What's up, Dom? That would have to be Naga, I guess, the blind man. But are you really blind? No. I bet you so-called blind people can close their eyes and see. Well, they don't need to close their eyes, but you know what I mean. Shizzle. I'm taking longer than expected with this music, but it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Man, I got this Bigfoot map. Who the fuck is banging like that? Sucks to be them. Huh. They need glasses. But on this map, it says there's Bigfoots in Connecticut. I've yet to hear about any of that. Who the fuck named them Bigfoot too at that? I wonder how they would feel about that. I wonder if Bigfoots know English. It'd be funny if the Bigfoot was like, "Excuse me, sir. Would you happen to have an extra $1? trying to find maps with underground caves, but I'm not successful yet. Doo-doo. Oops. The Underground Railroad. What a load of shit that was. Or is. They forever want to keep people in the slave mind state. Pretty much you're only a slave if you really believe you are. I mean, yeah, they could physically... Who the fuck? I'm almost curious to go see who's banging on the door like that. But curiosity killed a lot of things. What's up, Chris? What's worse, mental slavery or physical slavery? If you had to choose, right, which one would you pick? Damn, that guy needs a muffler. It's like when I go live, someone's like, alright boys, start making noise. I think it's wild that whoever that is, they've been banging for about 10 minutes and nobody in the first floor has let that person in. Yo, it's fucked up. Dementia versus cancer? Well, if you had dementia, you wouldn't know you had cancer. If you had dementia, you wouldn't know much, actually. Well, with all this aluminum and shit in the water, a lot of us are gonna have dementia. That's for fucking sure.
Audio there.
Hey, Max.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Audio
I'm
here.
alive. I guess I can't complain too much.
Video, audio.
Yeah, a lot
There
of
we
people
go.
are switching to Restream,
Yeah, I like Restream a lot better. Yeah.
and it's
Well,
way cheaper.
they let me use it, so that makes it better. They don't let me use StreamYard anymore. I'm banned
No,
for
damn.
overusing. Yeah, I used it. I subbed and unsubbed a lot, and used them like up completely. I was like using like 60 hours a week, and I don't know, a whole bunch
Yeah,
anyway.
I canceled my fucking subscription.
Mm. I didn't
Like
have
it
a
ain't worth.
subscription. I was
It's
just
not
a
worth.
free trial, so they didn't like me using the free trial over and over again.
I was paying 20 a month, and now it's one price. It's 50 a month, and it ain't worth that. That's for sure.
Oh
Not
wow,
even close.
that's a huge jump. That's ridiculous.
Well, they did it smart. They reeled in a lot of people, and I guess once they figured they got however many people with a
Yeah,
subscription, they're like, well, we could just put one set price, and fucking they could either take it or leave it. And I said you could keep it. Too many problems that happen with StreamYard.
hmm.
Restream is so much better. What would we, you shared, right?
Yeah, I got something I can
All
show you.
right. Just making sure you didn't accidentally.
Hmm.
I've been looking at a lot of these old railroad bridges, man. They're everywhere. We
Hmm.
have one in Middletown that goes over the Connecticut River, and I took a picture of it, and then I scanned the picture to see. And there's tons of other bridges in Kentucky, Ohio that look exactly the same. They're like those bridges that they're on a spindle, so
Yeah.
they could disconnect and spin to the side so boats could go through.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had a few of them around here.
But it's never used anymore for the most part. I wonder what they're going to do with it.
They'll tear it down probably, or pretty much leave like most of it until it falls. Depends on if it's worth it to scrap it.
They should turn it into some sort of trail people could walk across for exercise. Why
Oh yeah,
not?
that'd be nice.
Whoa. It's a nice picture of Malone Street in upstate New York. Wait, what did this say? I've been looking a lot into
that can be verified.
a lot of this technology more. It's pretty disturbing on the stuff they can do.
Yeah.
Peace, Craig.
Well, the limits are endless, really. Cheers. I don't know how long this video is. There's a couple
To its
videos in this
source
thing.
and use these sources as appendices. Only say things.
So this is a website dedicated to biodigital convergence in smart cities, which includes biodigital convergence, biotechnologies, geoengineering, healthcare, food, and more, engineered nanoparticles, and
You
human
know,
angles.
you you brought up the bio food and stuff. If
Yeah.
anyone shops at Aldi's,
Mm-hmm.
look at the back of all the food at Aldi's. I guarantee you it's bioengineered. Every last product. Everything. This lady went in there, everything's bioengineered, and that starts fucking crazy. Makes me wonder, what are we truly eating now?
Yeah, it's mostly garbage. So toxicities of nanoparticles, major health risks, lack of oversight. Detoxing nanoparticles is if it's possible.
That's really good. I
Purity,
want to
ethical,
see
and legal
that.
issues. And who's behind the agenda?
All right.
Smart cities. What's a smart city? These are all links that we'll go to. Smart city technology explained how smart cities connect to the bio-digital convergence. And of course, what you can do. There are options and there are things that can help.
The detoxing one is a major plus.
Yeah. We'll take a look there. Let's watch this video for a minute.
Only say things that can be verified to its source and use these sources as appendices. Go slowly. For example, if you come out and say smart cities are a global surveillance system to enslave us all, you will lose the vast majority of people who have no idea what smart even is, or if they do, they will think it's just a system that saves the environment and calls people out when a light bulb needs to be replaced on street lighting. I know this is a huge amount of work and it can be shared between people. One person looks at council plans, another at state. Someone else looks at the global plans. Another one dives off into research more extensively the technologies. But you'll all need to come together to flesh out what you've learnt so the pieces can be put together. Additionally, you don't have to understand everything. In a democracy, the people elect officials to work for their interests, and therefore it should be the work of the government to spell out transparently all the parts to the picture with any transformative plan they unroll. The media should also be raising questions and showing all sides to the story. However, we are aware that this is not the case. So the other thing is to keep asking questions to your council, state officials, MPs. Ask them to find out and answer you. Keep in your mind that you have the right to ask questions and to receive answers. And if you're researching something and someone's saying something without information that you can verify, either try to find the links that they're talking about or don't use what they're talking about.
So good advice there. That's good. So that was researcher Kate Mason. Value tips on how to research and address your local level. There's also a link there. That is to a 14-minute video by her.
I've been asked to make a short video on how to research with the focus on global agendas being unfurled in our local council areas and regions. It's incredibly important we move beyond people who are concerned, move beyond watching other people's videos and actually start to investigate what's happening in their own towns. So in light of this, I'm going to be talking particularly about smart cities.
I thought that was something you did.
So to understand smart cities, some of the things you'll also have to be aware of are smart technology, and SMART stands for self-monitoring, analysis and reporting technology.
She sounds
The
slow
fourth
now.
industrial revolution, which is melding technology with biology, artificial intelligence, which will run not only much of our traditional employment, but is also used to monitor smart technology. Digital ID will be used to control what we can access and how. The metaverse, online immersive technology, touted as how we can interact with each other and loved ones in our smart cities. LED lighting, which is replacing traditional lighting, and some of this has the capacity to record visually and through sound. Surveillance systems through facial...
LED has the ability to interact with your DNA, light, the size of light.
Recognition technology and infrastructure that records. Data collection and data storage, central bank digital currency and blockchain. All purchases will be logged, will be merged with digital ID, carbon credits and more. So access to your funds can be turned off externally. ESG and personal ESG scores, which will influence what you can buy and whether or not you can get loans. Carbon credits. We will be allotted a certain amount of carbon credits and tracked through the smart technology. And food ag transformation. So CSIRO, the Australian arm, the scientific arm of the Australian government, discusses this under the title of synthetic biology. Food will be moved from the ground and into labs and factories. It will be owned by a very few, and our access to
Get your
any
tumor
food can be
meat.
controlled. And I'm sure there's many more aspects I have not understood as of yet. I would suggest you get a small understanding of the above.
Yeah, it'll be shopping like you say. It'll be all GMO and tumor meat. So, yeah.
Terms and the
Yeah, I
interest
tried telling
risks
people
through the
this in
World
my music, and I also said in my rhyme too about the digital money. And if you do stuff they don't like, they'll either turn it off or the point system.
Yeah, they'll make it worth less. Yeah, you can't buy as much with it, or doesn't work. Yeah.
Hey, Three Fingers,
Forum
Tammy.
Strategic Intelligence site, and I'll show you how to go on there. So I searched WEF, Strategic Intelligence, and this is the site that comes up. And then from there, from that link, go down to Transformation Maps, Discover Topics. You can just search for different topics on here. I often come to Australia.
So this is all
Go down to
searchable
Australia,
stuff.
press on
She's
it,
not
and it will come up with Australia. Now on here, if I click
showing
on
you anything
the
that
future
can't be
democracy in
found.
Australia, it will show me how they're linking, what topics they're linking together in about the future of democracy in Australia. And I need to say right now that the World Economic Forum, to give context, according to Wikipedia, is mostly funded by 1,000 member companies, typically global enterprises with more than US $5 billion in turnover. And it views its mission as improving the state of the world by engaging business, political, academic, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. So I would term that as corporate capture of
Hi, Three Fingers.
every aspect
Hi,
of our
Tammy.
lives. So
Hi,
I
Dom.
pressed on the future of democracy in Australia. Then I can see that it comes up with the fourth industrial revolution. And over on the right-hand side, you can then research what they mean by the fourth industrial revolution. And if you look here, that then brings up a lot of what I've been discussing as important to have a look at. It brings up blockchain, digital identity, digital economy, artificial intelligence, corporate governance, etc. So it's a good place to get an understanding of how the issues are being framed and the narrative that is being used. And another really good place to get information on the global plans is Policy Horizons. And Policy Horizons are a branch of the Canadian government which affects government policy. And you
Yeah, I've shown you guys that one. I just go to biodigitalconvergence.ca and it'll come right up.
can read their information on biodigital convergence. And yes, it is Canada, but again, this is a global agenda, and they spell out where we are heading very clearly as the biological and digital worlds are smooshed together, and that's their wording. And in Australia, again, the CSIRO, you can go and have a look at what they're saying under synthetic biology. And now, once you've seen what they're saying, you're going to have the task of reading beneath the lines as the measures above are sold to us as necessary for climate change, equity and access, and to protect people. They're tied in with the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The UN has extensive corporate connections, and global plans are being unrolled through the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals. And you will see the goals being used over and over again to justify transformations in our towns. So look for wording: transformations, sustainable, equitable, inclusive, climate change, One Health, disruption. And when you hear these words for the main part, you are dealing with a global agenda. They always use language that sounds good, fair, and decent. But in terms of what I've seen through my research, I do not believe that is the case. But it seems to be enough to lull many people into a false sense of security that they're being looked after by the largest corporations in the world.
Looked after, yeah.
So to explain to people what is really underneath these words, you always need to look at who is funding, their track record, and who will ultimately benefit from any plan. You therefore need to read the plans.
That's definitely
and then do some
laughable.
digging around. I have been asked to give some insight into how to help people unpack the smart cities agenda in their own towns, council areas and regions. So I've talked to you about the global arena, and now I'm going to talk more specifically locally. I've given you the bigger context, but the real work does need to come with seeing these plans. You need to see the global plans in our local plans. That's why you need to understand the global agenda. So firstly, get hold of any council plans, and they'll most likely have in your area 2030, 2040, 2050 plans. Look for council, state, regional plans, and there will be more. Read them. They won't spell out the full agenda. They will speak in glossy terms, paint lovely pictures of united communities and everything you need at your fingertips. But you will see enough in there if you have a broader understanding to fill in the blanks. For smart cities, check to see if your council has any smart city plans.
Oh, they do. In my city, they plan to double the population, so we're going to be flooded with third world people, and they'll take all the low-income jobs, and the government's subsidizing them, so there's lots of money to be pocketed. So
They
it's
want to
great.
start civil wars.
It'll be great.
They want us that been here to fight the newer so-called people.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yep.
what they want. So then they could fucking put the military. You know, you seen Trump's 19 states got the military and they're armed. Well,
Yep.
so I don't know what they're trying to do, but my theory is something's gonna happen. Why else would he place soldiers all around? And the same thing here in America. I call it out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah. Well, they're telling lefties to fight. That this is the revolution.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the revolution. So we'll see what happens. You know.
Yeah. They're what are they called? I called them the Anquifas.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll out some of them.
Anquifa, or something like that.
Removing cars from the road will go a long way to reduce greenhouse gas.
Look for any connections in your council with ICLEI, ICLEI, which stands for International Council for Local Environmental Initiatives. And ICLEI has been the leading network of local governments dedicated to sustainability. ICLEI is the voice of local governments at the global level and is connected to the United Nations. Look at the C40, which is a global network of mayors taking urgent action to confront the climate crisis and create a future where everyone can thrive. That's their language. See if your mayor is part of this. C40 is funded by big corporate and philanthropy arms. Their aims are in line with the 17 Sustainable Development Goals from the UN. And now look at who is running your council, the top positions in their background. With the councillors and mayor, research their backgrounds to see if you can link it back to any large fronts for corporate collaboration. Look at your universities and see if you can find out more about who the top people are there and their backgrounds, and see if you can find funders and partnerships. And be alert to legislation and changes that impact on anything discussed above. From here, you then need to conscientiously make the links for people in your community, from what is planned locally to what is planned globally and its full implications. The other side of what your local or state plans will not say.
Walk from home. These places should have diverse housing options and access to safe cycling routes and local public transport, local health facilities, parks, shops, and other local infrastructure. We are already working with local government, communities and industry to deliver projects and are committed to building a livable city of 20-minute neighbourhoods. To find out more, visit the Plan Melbourne website.
No thanks.
But do this gradually, proving how you are connecting the dots to the bigger picture. Only say things that can be verified to its source and use these sources as appendices. Go slowly. For example, if you come out and say smart cities are a global surveillance system to enslave us all, you will lose the vast majority of people who have no idea what smart even is, or if they do, they will think it's just a system that saves the environment and calls people out when a light bulb needs to be replaced on street lighting. I know this is a huge amount of work and it can be shared between people. One person looks at council plans, another at state. Someone else looks at the global plans. Another one dives off into research more extensively the technologies. But you'll all need to come together to flesh out what you've learnt so the pieces can be put together. Additionally, you don't have to understand everything. In a democracy, the people elect officials to work for their interests, and therefore it should be the work of the government to spell out transparently all the parts to the picture with any transformative plan they unroll. The media should also be raising questions and showing all sides to the story. However, we are aware that this is not the case. So the other thing is to keep asking questions to your council, state officials, MPs. Ask them to find out and answer you. Keep in your mind that you have the right to ask questions and to receive answers. And if you're researching something and someone's saying something without information that you can verify, either try to find the links that they're talking about or don't use what they're talking about. And when you see information that sparks something in you of interest, file it under certain headings in notes or take screenshots or keep a document of it and file it away. So in a nutshell, go to source documents, investigate your council, look at government plans affecting your area, only state information that you can verify. Walk people through the information, don't sensationalize. There's no need to sensationalize. There is enough in the actual documents of concern. Ask questions, normal questions such as, how can I have a say in this transformation that is happening in my community? I hope this has been helpful. My belief is the only way we can slow down what is descending upon us is within our local towns. We are in an information war and people are only being told dribs and drabs of information. And what we speak about is often termed as disinformation. So if you go to source, if you only show what they're saying and there's enough there, you cannot be smeared with a disinformation brush, or you can be, but they haven't got no legs to stand on. So we need to put the pieces together and we need to show the complete picture, or as complete as we can currently glean. James Corbett from Corbett Report. So you search for him. He has great documented interviews and information on many topics, which I've outlined above, and he also has the links back to the source material. Rosa Koire, Koire, has recently passed, but she did extensive work on how the global UN Agenda 21 is being implemented in our towns. Her book, The Green Mask, is well worth buying. And I have recently got an example of looking at the Central Coast 2041 plan where I live and then doing a post on where I then raised some extra issues around 15-minute neighbourhoods, which is in the plan, and fleshing it out according to global agendas. So Community Voice Central Coast, search for that on Facebook if you want to see how we are linking things in there. I hope this is of benefit to the many people who understand that what is emerging for humanity is not good or fair or just. And thank you for wanting to do something to spread information and light.
You're welcome. We are at war. Sad to say. Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. What the f is this?
Disclaimer: you were talking about wanting to see the detoxing.
Oh yeah.
So this is not medical advice. The bottom line is there are no established routes for detoxing. Some methods may work, some things. But the point here is that it's impossible to escape what they're putting inside us. It's in the air, water, food, and everywhere. It's far more strategic to take on the infrastructure while you can try and detox as well. I do suggest that interface is with our bodies than it is to focus on our bodies. I kind of somewhat disagree with that, but let's see what you have to say. Our bodies are bombarded constantly with a variety of engineered nanoparticles. While some materials may be possible to remove, they are right back inside due to the unending onslaught of nanoparticles coming in from every direction. Some materials are impossible to remove, such as carbon nanotubes or asbestos fibers. I don't know about that either. How does the body eliminate particles when blood sugar and nanoparticles thrive? Conversely, when deprived of sugar or blood glucose, the nanobacteria die. Built-in self-monitoring systems can sometimes circumvent the issue. Let's see. Oh, he's got. There's a link here. Okay. Science Society meetings. You guys hear that? Oh.
Yeah.
iştirak ediyorsunuz. Bugün hakikaten alanında duayen, dünya çapında isim yapmış bir hocayı ağırlıyoruz.
Okay, well.
İlhan Fuat Akgül. Büyük
Sounds
şeref
Polish a little bit.
Is the postdoc of Fatih here? Fatih is a professor, associate professor.
Okay, it switches to English.
Onun için özür dileyim.
The
title of the talk is Internet of Banana Things.
This is an hour and a half.
Especially how to detect and avoid infectious diseases.
I always think about that. Like, it was pouring rain today and yesterday. I'm like, man, What's in this
in
rain?
this
Like
Turing
you could see on
machine,
my phone
one-man Turing machine.
when I
Yeah.
would change
That's
music when
memory.
the rain dried up on my phone. You could see like this. Just, I don't know. Something's in the rain.
That does look like that video has a lot of good information in it, though. I'll have to watch that later. Let's see, energy harvesting nano networks. The use of biofuel cells to harvest energy from various materials such as blood sugar is another recent advancement in harvesting nanonodes. Energy harvesting in nanonodes. So we have a paper.
So they're saying in the sugars, nanonodes,
Well,
or it's feeding
they use the
nanonodes.
sugar to power and create the nanonodes. Let's see, where is this accreditation from?
Very disappointing, man. Yeah. These people have some fucking balls, man. And it's obvious there's
Well, yeah,
very
they're doing
few
it
of us left
without our
balls.
consent, without most people's knowledge, and without our consent. They're doing this. Trying to see what they're way down. Let me get down to the bottom. Okay, they're citing. See what they're citing. Okay, that's good.
Twin Lakes Cave.
Looks credible. Okay.
Peace, S.
No particles.
S is here? No.
Here we go. So, process for preparing stealth nanoparticles, stealth coating of nanoparticles in drug delivery system. So, added all these papers that you can look up. Stealth nanoparticles in liposomes. These are undetectable nanoparticles that get into your body. Stealth nanoparticles in oncology. Yeah, so all kinds of different stealth nanoparticles. Awesome. Yeah, beware of people saying that they can clear nanoparticles. You can minimize them possibly, but you'll never be able to clear them. Many public figures are pushing zeolite, borax, boron, colloidal silver, herbal medicines, ivermectin, methylene blue, nattokinase, iodine, melomics, and so on. Much of it is profit-driven, using fear to increase sales. Yeah, and some of them are actually good for you in any case. Actually, all of those are actually pretty good for you anyways, for your general health. So I wouldn't, and with all the metals that are in our food, water, and all that, some nattokinase might help. Also some methylene blue. Ivermectin is pretty good. That was touted as a wonder drug by that was given a Nobel Prize. So yeah, colloidal silver. I make my own. I love that stuff. I do take borax or boron. Zeolite. I don't take that, but yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful because somebody could give you an ingredient and you could take it and it could F you up.
Yeah.
That's why we don't give advice here. We just, share stuff we read on the internet. But it's definitely not advice. Make your own decisions.
No. I can share my experience, what I do, but I don't suggest that's for everyone or anyone.
So let's go back to this nanobots or nanotech. So we can't get rid of them, but we can minimize it. That's wild, man. When you said that, I was like, we're
well, kind of, a little bit. The thing is, though, like this could be used. It could be used for good. Could be used for bad. I've shown you the FLE that I've shown you companies that will sell you good health and all that, $35 a month, so they can give you a high consciousness zone or something, whatever they called it. So, they can do good things with it. They just choose to not to, I guess, or like to cause disease with it. Disease is profitable, right? Good health isn't. Wound heat. Oh, okay. Castor oil. I use castor oil. Okay, castor oil, a suitable green source of capping agent for nanoparticle synthesis and facile surface functionalization. Oh, okay. Yeah, it stops it from vibrating, I guess.
Here we go. This thing's fucking up. And it booted me out as soon as I said fucking nanotech. Like, what's going on here?
Are we off? We've been booted offline?
No, I was booted off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's happened to me before on Cage's channel. They just stopped. They ended the broadcast for us.
As soon as I said nanotech, and just the screen went blank. Hey, Flat Earth Nation. Whenever you want to do a presentation, Flat Earth Nation, look at that. I rhymed and I wasn't even trying. But
oh yes, FE Nation.
Whenever you're free, you're more than welcome to give your presentation. Flat Earth Nation, has so much knowledge of watching the moon and the stars.
Yeah.
I would love to hear his presentation for sure. But
here's they're using colloidal silver and gold nanoparticles. I was actually wondering if that method too, if it's actually hooking you up to the system better, because they use it in imaging, right?
Some people eat gold, right? It can't be that bad. Some people eat gold and they say it
I do.
enhances your flow of energy.
Yeah, I make colloidal gold and silver myself and drink it.
I gotta try that one day.
It's good. It's supposed to balance your brain, and the silver with gold. The silver is, I find it works as an anti-inflammatory, and I have arthritis in my neck, and my fingers get all numb, and sometimes they get swollen. That kind of stops it. So. Yeah, so these are all the different stealth nanoparticles. Well, not all of them, but some of the different stealth nanoparticles. And here's talking about boron and borax.
Yeah, you mentioned borax. What is that? That sounds familiar.
It's a washing additive, or you can get it in pill form as a supplement.
I think people use that to clean like motor oil off their hands.
It's boron. No? Yeah, it makes water saturate things better.
Borax. Drink it?
Yeah. See, they're showing us here, like they can use borax, boron, nitrate-based hydrogel.
To what, drink it? I would never.
No, these are for sensors.
Oh. Let's see the chat.
Borax for nanotechnologies.
What's up, Dean?
So they can use almost anything. They can use your blood for nanotech, your DNA. It's really not. There's nothing really that they can't use. Wound healing. Castor oil seems to have production of functional materials, so they can use castor oil for renewable resource for the production of functional materials, I suppose, metamaterials or nanomaterials. Silver they can use for nanoparticles, of course. Gold. Diatomaceous earth. Transforming diatomaceous earth into sensing devices by surface modification of gold nanoparticles. See, they can use almost anything as a sensor. Glutathione. Glutathione responsive and exhaustive metal nanomedicines for robust synthesis in cancer therapy. Nanodrug based design on the physiological properties of glutathione. So that seems more like a medicine there instead of a nanoparticle.
Man,
Chloroquine.
their face recognition. Now, someone told me with a mask on, they could still figure out who you are. I know by the eyes for sure. A lot of people got their eyes scanned.
Yeah, but they have your heartbeat. They know your heartbeat from everybody else's.
I wonder.
They know how you walk. They know your size.
These people are diabolical.
Yeah, what they want to have us accept, it's already pretty much there.
But people say they gotta tell the truth. I don't think they gotta tell the truth. I think they tell the truth because we'll be desensitized and accept it after a while. That's why they tell us.
Nobody listens, right? They put out the truth. They don't. They don't put it in your face, though. You know, like it should be.
Sometimes I think.
Yeah. You know, they'll tell you a blurb. Oh, we're the government's implementing the Internet of Medical Things. Go, oh yeah, that's interesting. And
they know most people ain't gonna listen.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, they don't know what the Internet of Medical Things is. Oh, okay. I don't notice any difference in my life. So
it ain't bothering me.
Yeah. Right. So it's no problem. And that's how they do it. Oh, iodine, cool. Molecular iodine for general synthesis of binary and ternary inorganic and hybrid organic inorganic iodide nanocrystals. Nice. Concentration of electro for dyed sensitized solar cell with platinum counter electrode modified by graphene oxide and metallic beads. Magnetic beads, sorry. These guys are creative, right? We adopted the ivermectin-based paralyzation protocol because it is well established for optogenetic excitation of worm muscle cells. Excellent. That means they can, optogenetics is basically using light, sound, and pressure to grow organs on different parts of your body. Eyes, limbs, organs.
Yeah, I remember they grew an ear. They grew an ear on a pig or something a long time ago in the late 90s.
Oh, yeah. I showed a video where they're giving like frogs extra legs. They can move their eyeballs around on their
ribbit.
Yeah. So, okay. So ivermectin is a good source for them to genetically modify us. See, they're very creative, right? Let's see. Melonomics. Insight for vivo studies of metal-based nanomaterials. Methylene blue is attracted to hydrogels and is used with hydrogels. Methylene blue is a catalyst that helps enhance the photodynamic properties used in nanotechnology. Methylene blue binds with carbon nanotubes and graphene oxide. Wondering if I might be, by taking some of these supplements, helping them get more sensors into my body.
Where'd I shoot? My bad. That was bugging me out, man. I'm like, what's going on out here? My hallway.
FTW puts iodine on his neck.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought the building was falling apart.
So did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear the end part.
That they are using like these medications to help put together nanoparticles in it. So by taking like methylene blue, iodine, ivermectin, they're using these particles, nattokinase, to
They're saying to track what you're taking, right? That's what
no,
they're gonna do.
they're using these to build. No, they're using these to build the nanosensors.
That's wild. So they're putting them in the medication.
No. They're using the actual medications themselves.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to what I was saying, they're using like nicotine to build. Let's see, in cigarette smoke, real-time undiluted measurement by scanning mobility particle size.
Click that one. Let's see what it says. The nicotine
Fluorescent
one.
properties of methylene blue molecules coupled with metal oxide nanoparticles can be used for sensing. Right? So they're building sensors with nicotine.
Hey, Tommy.
Right. So here we are in PubMed. Nanoparticles in cigarette smoke, real-time undiluted measurements, so scanning, by a scanning mobility particle size. Cigarette smoke coupled with a mixture of smoke constitutes, often characterized by dissolved particle distributions and descriptions of ultrafine particles of less than 50 nanometers are absent. Our aim was to explore the existence of these nanoparticles in undiluted smoke, real time, and found that they could get those measurements they wanted. So we tested 6 different cigarette types. The formation of nanoparticles in fresh cigarette smoke was observed over the entire range between 6 and 50 nanoparticles and reproduced in all cigarettes, so they can be used for sensing. There you go. So they can use cigarette smoke nanoparticles for sensing, right?
Piece of Robo Mastari.
Salt, a new facilitator of graphene-based electronic devices. So we're going to give up salt?
No, we could go to the ocean and get our own.
You know? Oh, she even does scalar wave therapy. That's interesting. See what the result of that is on nanosensors. Let's see. Nanosensing devices. So these scalar devices are actually helping, or can help with sensing. They're so clever. They use everything against you, right? Everything has been turned into a weapon. Well, that one's not available. Scalar wave energy as a weapon. Let's see what this says here. see. Scalar waves and serious lessons. Okay. Get rid of that. Scalar wave is an energy weapon.
There's this. I took notes. Hold on. There's this thing I was looking at these weapons. Of course, we know DARPA and Planter, Raytheon, then something called Doden.
Mm-hmm.
Looking further
Department of
into
Defense initiatives, I think.
Raytheon. Damn, I know I took notes on that. Raytheon. There was some missile. I mean, they got these hypersonic missiles. The technology the military has. It's like showing up with a freaking black powder one-shot pistol to fight some of this stuff they have. I mean, they don't even need bullets for the most part anymore.
No, they don't care if you have guns or that. They can just turn your body off.
They give you a heart attack.
Yeah.
But
with the active denial,
have
you seen any of the active denial systems, or they just it's used in 5G? They can use 4.2, 2.4 gigahertz devices, and they can just stop you because your skin will be on fire.
What? Can you pull it up?
Huh? Sure. YouTube's probably got a video on it.
Let's see. I know they have like frequencies that'll make you feel like you're on fire.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what it is. It feels like. Yeah, here.
Imagine holding that on someone for a long time. Damn.
Marines and several other DoD representatives had quite the heated demonstration at Quantico, Virginia from the Joint Non-Lethal Weapons Directorate.
This is a military area. Move away from the perimeter. I say again, this is a military area. Move away from the perimeter.
Their new active denial system
soldiers
boasts
like,
a reach
please
far
don't
beyond
move.
any other non-lethal system.
Well, it's a versatile system, and it has a range of non-lethal capability that we can't even come close to with any of our field.
And it has a range of lethal capabilities too.
Forces. About 7 football fields to give it
some
some
but he didn't want to say that.
It can deter
7
individuals on a military perimeter all the way up to a riotous crowd. All without permanent harm.
It only penetrates
right.
6/4 of an inch of your skin.
They say that about a lot of
Those
things,
very
including
shallow,
Jabuski vaccine.
So it only penetrates an inch to your skin. That's all.
Very safe system. We built in.
Imagine holding that on someone, making them stand there. I wonder what to do.
They even let any of the guests volunteer to test out its effectiveness and safety.
You could deep fry them.
The assistant commandant of the Marine Corps,
they show them using it like this,
and
testing it.
Assistant
But I wonder
Secretary of the Navy.
if they really use
Most
it.
described it as feeling like a hot oven or grill being opened up.
It is something that, once again, probably the safest
See,
system
this is
that we've developed as far as the non-lethal capability.
From Washington, I'm Sergeant Andrew.
There you go.
This technology, I guarantee they made it for something good, and then they figured out they could do bad with it, and was like, as always.
Well, based on microwave technology, the magnetron. That's pretty much ancient technology because it was the flash age.
It's probably what brings energy to this realm. A lot of the technology. Technology is very old. Like some of these temples that they say were carved. I wonder they were 3D printed.
More
That's how
CIA
they look.
documents on scalar waves. Let's see what that is. Freedom of Information Act, reading room.
The Freedom of Information Act. It's, yeah. Word freedom.
That's very interesting.
They call it freedom because we must be dumb if we think we're free.
Oh, Shungite, people who like Shungite. International Journal of Nanomaterials, Nanotechnology and Nanomedicine, reduced graphene oxide and its counterpart, Shungite carbon. You can get rub some Shungite, you'll get some nice Shungite nanoparticles in you, and they can use that to do some sensing. Spectral properties of Shungite and quantum dots. Of Shungite quantum dots. Cool.
A lot of tech. When I remember the Nintendo came out, and I said, man, China or Japan, they're gonna blow up. And sure as shit, they were like the innovators of well, they say the Germans started the TV and stuff, but then I think, well, who do they get the idea from? The Egyptians? And I'm only choosing off of options I can choose from.
I think our technology, the Fasces, came from the Atlanteans.
Because how many people were erased, you know? So,
yeah.
You know, that building was founded in 1893, but who truly built it? That's the question. I don't care who found the fucking thing.
Yeah, George Washington is pictured with the Fasces. I think that's what they used on the Indians, and not a fucking blanket.
They thought the fasce was a fashion, and they were mistakenly wrong. It was a fashion of weaponry. It was a style of fighting. Oh, man. That's what they called witchcraft. They thought these people were witches and warlocks, right? That they were creating fucking destruction, basically, out of stuff they couldn't see, really, except for the device they were using. But frequencies you can't see with your eye. You might be able to feel them, but...
There's George Washington with a big old fucking fasce.
Chilling with it. And you would just think it's like, they tell you these stories, it's, you know...
Yeah, he's got everything there you need. Even behind it, he's got a what looks like a roll cage that could be a capacitor.
And that thing could destroy cities.
Yeah, that's a lot of power capacity.
You know, maybe they used it to create these fires in all these cities, right? Or alleged fires, you know.
I think they used it to cause plague.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's another thing that I started to learn is frequency. Like, if you're sad or angry all the time, it's very bad for you. And you could think yourself in a sickness, you know, laying around all day depressed, your body start fucking becoming stagnant water. You know what happens to stagnant water.
Yeah.
That's how powerful your mind is. You could think yourself into sickness, into death. It's fucking crazy. A little bit.
But
Laughter.
yeah, I think it's 80% mind over matter, you know.
The fascist.
I think was a microwave weapon that they got from Atlantis.
What about the Vajra?
Huh? I don't know.
The Vajra. It's spelled Vajar, I think. Vajra. Let me look it up. Vajra. Or the Vahara. But it is the Vajra.
Yeah.
I think
They use
that's
they use a lot of graphene in these synthesis parts. They like graphene. That was one of the next major investment areas in healthcare, graphene.
it's spelled VAJRA, and then you'll see it's a direct energy weapon. Why isn't this working?
Holographic sensors and biotechnology.
Yeah. Vajra. Let me see, that's how you say it. Vajra. Refers to a powerful symbol and ritual object in Hinduism and Buddhism, meaning diamond or thunderbolt. Interesting. Because they put like a crystal or stone in the center of it, symbolizing indestructibility, clarity of mind, and indestructible nature of cosmic forces. It is most prominently known as a ritual scepter in Vajrayana Buddhism, often paired with a bell representing the union of wisdom and method. In Hindu mythology, it is the thunderbolt weapon of the god Indra. And this fucking thing is definitely, like Zeus's weapon, thunderbolt weapon of the god Indra. And I didn't know Indra. I'm gonna look her up. Indra. I did a video a while ago on these old weapons like the scepter, and they put them off as decorations, but in reality these were the fucking weapons that caused major damage. This thing I think is a direct energy weapon. The Vajra, Indra. Let's see who Indra is. Indra. Lord Indra. It's a fucking dude. And oh no. It could be a dude or a woman. We know where this is going. I'm trying to look for a good picture here. The Thunderbolt. Let's see.
Who's behind the agenda here? The IEEE, the IEC, the ISO,
ISS.
Forum, ITU, International Telecommunication Union, NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology, ACIS, the leading space organization standards and other technical deliverables for the ICT sector, the White House, converging technologies for improving human performance.
I'm going to mute up, but I'm here. I'm just letting you know because the sound is interfering.
All political parties since Clinton in 2000 have been funding the biodigital convergence. This progress report was written in 2017 and goes into biodigital convergence basic concepts and applications. So I guess how far along they are. National Nanotechnology Initiative. I want to go and take a look at how far along they are. Let's go back to that. Let's see. Oh, 2023, nice.
They always got all these agendas too, like 2030 supposed to be coming next, right? I wonder if they got pre-planned, these pre-planned events.
Yeah. See, they are telling you about the nanotech that they are putting in your body, but they're
Of course,
they're
they
not
like
announcing it on TV though. But you know, here it is, right?
This dude's riding a demon.
Let's see what we get. So here's all the participants. All the people involved in your surveillance and enslavement, future enslavement possibly.
Fuck them. I'll
A lot of them. They're very proud. They're very proud of what they're doing.
Of course.
You know,
we're just goyim to these fucks. And that alone's disrespecting. But it's not the words that bother me, it's the other stuff.
we have to ensure that the United States remains
poison
the
me.
world leader in nanotechnology research and development. Oh, okay. Well, they're talking about good stuff here. See, spinal cord injury repair. They can do that.
They always
they're
do
parsing
the opposite.
information out though.
I can't believe people. I'm gonna find that thing where they said when people get sick, they're gonna tell them.
Oh yeah,
they got medicine to fight it, and they're gonna just give more poison. That's exactly what they do.
This is how they get the presidents or people who don't know anything about it to get on board. Is look, we can repair spinal cords. Come on, man, don't you want that? Don't you want to save little Tommy? Come on, what's your problem? Are you an animal? Are you a fucking malicious animal?
Or they kick a good amount of money back on the low to these presidents. Here's 600 grand. Just get it done. Or here's 6-7 million. These people probably got banks, so they're like, 10-20 million. That ain't shit to them. It's like wiping their ass with a fucking dollar bill to them.
Well, it's your money, so they don't give a shit. Right? See, here we are getting into photonics, exploring the frontiers of electronic photonic materials. So that's why all the LED lighting is going in everywhere, because they test all this stuff out before they tell you about it, before they make any legislation or standards around it.
These bank accounts, Max, with our names in all caps. I wonder if it's true or cap, but either way.
Oh my God.
And then the social security number being a bank account number when you add a few zeros. I want to find this out, man, because if that's the case, I wonder what happened if everyone knew they had hundreds of millions in this bank account that's technically yours or mine, right?
Yeah. So they're saying here they're making chips that can make light sails that can get them to Alpha Centauri in 20 years.
What's up, A to Z? 20 years.
They're promising a lot for, they're really hyping up the technology to sell it, Now, it's not that they don't necessarily have or, capabilities like that, but they're not telling us about harnessing bacteria to synthesize high performance nanomaterials, because they use the gut biome for sensors as well. All the little bugs in your guts.
Parasite and demonic possession are one and the same. When I looked it up and I was comparing the so-called side effects, I was like damn, because the parasite is like a demon when it latches onto your spine and sends signals to your brain to get it It's like fake craving signals to get you to eat sugar and stuff. That's wild to me, man. Like this little microscopic parasites that fucking powerful and intelligent. It's crazy.
Yeah, they want to take over your biofield, pretty much everything about you. I showed you the Canadian biodigital convergence. It's really cool. It's got some good PowerPoints too, so it's a good one to show people.
Yeah, you have any information you feel as though people need to see, go ahead. So all this stuff, I'm very interested in seeing myself.
Oh, they're not going to let me look at it. Holy moly!
Of course not.
Come on.
Yeah, these PDFs.
Okay, I found it.
A lot of PDFs I download, they won't let me look at them unless I'm on the internet, which is weird. I downloaded them.
There's some U.S. Government sites I'm kind of banned from. This is biodigital convergence by Canadian government. Here's the best part. Biodigital convergence is opening up striking new ways to change human beings, our bodies, minds, and behaviors. Like, who gives you the right? And change or create other organisms. And who gives you the right to do that? Alter ecosystems. Sense, store, process, and transmit information, all in your body. Manage biological innovation. No, thank you. This is all ridiculous, and they shouldn't be doing it. But they're doing it. Yeah. So that one's easy to search up. The chat on fascia is also the outer dense covering you get on chicken. Also has to do with protein lamins. I think is one of the ones that looks like a cross and covers it all. Oh, neat. Yeah, so that's about all I wanted to share about that, really. That was fun. The chat doesn't work on Restream for me. There, I'll end it on the fascias, probably the technology they used to get us here. Yeah, AI censorship, yeah. You there, Charles? We lost Charles. You're back?
It kept freezing up. I had to fucking. It was weird, man. I could hear everything, right? But the screen is just like frozen. I don't know. It's been doing that to me. But StreamYard used to do the same thing. Hey, Alma. So, but once you pay for it, then all this crap stops. You don't get booted out no more. Crazy. Because I know it would always happen to me on StreamYard, but once I got a package and started paying, all that went out the window. So,
Yeah, so here they tell you 3 ways biodigital convergence is emerging. It's already there. Fully physical integration of biological and digital entities, coevolution of biological and digital technologies, conceptual convergence of biological and digital systems. So you are the internet.
I you know, these technological people or whatever we want to call them, I think they're way far ahead. They're just giving us crumbs of what they've passed a long time ago.
Probably, yeah, because they roll it out ahead of any standard. They always do these standards, for the IEEE. What are the standards on this or that, right? So, yeah, prolonged space travel. Well, it could be exciting. That's the thing, right? If they used it the right way, could give us prolonged life, happier lives, and yeah. Let me show you some of that stuff for the low price of $35 a month.
I would love to travel and just leave Connecticut and go straight out.
See here,
But the Atlantic Ocean, from what they say, is the worst to travel. And I think in the winter it's probably worse, but who knows?
Here's all the things that they can do for you. So,
for you or to you?
Well, either way you think of it, right? But what they could have been doing to us for years is turn your environment into a secret space. To immerse yourself in the same high consciousness field found in the world's most sacred site and experience that energy with you wherever you are. Discover EMF relief that works, not just blocked, but harmonized. Many sleep deeper, feel more at ease, notice less physical tension, have increased personal energy without the crash, natural fatigue function without caffeine or supplements. Enjoy communication that flows, discover a new ease in conversation and relationships. So they even get into your mind and in your emotions, right? Feel clearer and more focused, reduce brain fog, get back in the driver's seat with your life, create more force less. Okay, ideas flow better when your environment supports inspiration. Deep nourishing sleep, feel less reactive and more regulated. Okay, have inner steadiness, helps optimize digestion and strengthen immunity. Okay. Supports internal balance from immune response to digestive ease. Stay grounded no matter what life throws at you. Activates a stable, calming energy in your space so you can respond, not react. Daily boosts on command, high consciousness boosts to help you recenter, refocus, and recharge anywhere, anyway, anytime. And clear the negative history from your property, whatever that means. Eliminate stuck energetic imprints that may be holding you back. And they have 25 more benefits, and you can adjust the energy to support you. So yeah, there's tons of companies offering products like this. And all this is you just sign up. You can get a free trial. It used to be 15 days. I don't know what it is now. But you can get a free trial and they can electronically make your life better. Apparently. Are you there, Chuck? Did you catch that? Or did they boot you already? All right, we keep losing Chuck. Were we created in the likeness of God, therefore we are gods?
Yeah, keeps freezing up on Chuck.
Did you catch all that or not?
Yeah, I was here, but I just couldn't say none because the screen was frozen again. I think it's because I was using hotspot too at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, so for like $35, I think this is $35 a month, you can activate your life. Pretty cool, eh? And we lost him again.
I'm back.
I don't know if paying for it's going to make much difference. I think it's your connection, isn't it?
No, it's because I had the hotspot on.
Oh.
I know it because when I turn that off, I don't have that problem no more. So
yeah,
it's trying to do too much. I was looking at pictures of this Vajra.
Well, show it. Let's see it.
Vajra. It's wild how a lot of these deities could be a man or a woman. Even Jesus looks a little feminine.
The duality nature of man. Yeah. Symbology for the left and right hemisphere of the brain.
Man, my neighbors are bugged out. It's kind of entertaining. I'm getting pictures right now. I think it's wild how they use the bell with this thing, which also... Alright. It sounds like the neighbor's got a fucking pressure washer.
Huh.
That's what I thought was going on. And then it sounded different. Damn. This chick's riding an elephant.
Share the picture.
I am. I'm about to show a couple.
I want to see the Bashra or whatever it is.
The pictures I have is more or less like...
Look like a machine of some sort.
Do. Oh,
Okay, I'll be right back.
all right. Check this shit out. Not this, but this. Plantair, right? The technology they're using. This is gonna blow Max's mind. A Plantair was an ancient magical seeing stone in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion, crafted by elves to enable users to communicate and view distant places or events across vast distances. Yo, this is wild. While powerful for surveillance and communication, they were incredibly dangerous, as prolonged or selfish use could corrupt and drive users to madness, lust for powers, or despair. Now, that is pretty much on point. It's supposed to be in a movie, but Plantair is actual technology in real life. This picture I screenshotted from Richie from Boston. He went out to I forgot the name of this wall. It's in the United States. Definitely this right here. I always used to think about this when I would read some of the Bible, like these events that would happen in the Bible. And I just couldn't picture this God in the sky fucking throwing like fucking rocks out his hand on fire. But I could see these gods with fucking weapons, that's for sure. I forgot the name of this wall. A rejuvenation chamber. What's up, Lucid? Damn, if I only could remember the name of this wall. But these stones, more like, I was listening to a story of Bigfoot, and the guy that lived up in upstate, I think it was Washington or Oregon, but way up in the mountains. He said he did trades with the Bigfoot. He would leave a carved bowl that he carved, because he said his tools, like the fucking Bigfoot was allegedly going in his tool shed and arranging his tools. But the point of me bringing this up is in the story, it said the guy traded him. He left a bowl of apples with a bowl he carved. And then the following morning, there was something left for him, and the apples were gone. And it was this carved piece, he said, that was like the fucking Bigfoot was a craftsman, like fucking, it was carving with this laser, immaculate, the way he was describing it. And it made me think the Bigfoot built these walls. No, I'm joking, but these are in the United States, or this wall is in the United States. Let me see if I could find the name. I got it. It's called Sage Wall. Let's see, Sage Wall. It's in Montana. So yeah, Sage Wall in Montana. These stones are huge. You mean to tell me? Look, it's on. Look at them people over there. I wish there's a picture. Fucking, and they look like they go further down. About another, I don't know. Who's seen that KFC commercial everyone's tripping out about? Where they dip the guy in the freaking lake of fucking. Sorry, I'm reading the chat too. There's a buried wall in Texas, too, named the whole city of it. Rock wall in Texas. Let me see. Your neighbors must be drunk as a skunk. I should have said, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna one day, just to see the reaction. Alright, wall in Texas. The Badlands wall is fucking trash. It don't even make sense. It looks like a nuked out wall. Anyway. The Texas Huge Stone Wall, that's the name of it. That's weird. The Rock Wall in Rockwall. Now, so this was buried? Interesting. This cat unearthed a wall. I found that wall. I wonder what happened to Max. Look at all the Bigfooties. Alright, fuck the Bigfoots. I'm gonna upload that picture in Texas, and then we got Montana, and then that nuked out fucking wall they call a wall. I think it's in Arizona, but that shit looks nuked out. It looks like the Vajra went to work. And then I got a picture of the border wall, which just ruins everything. You know, because Trump, this guy got troops in Nebraska. This is supposed to be a piece of the nuked out wall. But it looks like a pyramid to me. But this is the whole wall that allegedly was a wall. It looks like it was microwaved. Because check it, microwaves do what? Not only do they heat from the center out, but they excite all the water molecules and they evaporate. So it dries anything out. And the desert is dry as shit. It's like the desert is deserted and it's not a dessert to eat, but that fucking bitch looks like the life was sucked right out of it. But I also heard you can plant stuff in the desert and it'll come to life, so I don't know. This is the wall Trump built. Looks like it was built with fucking Legos and super glue. Mexicans, shout out to the Mexican people. They be like, fuck your wall, we'll dig under that bitch. That's fucking genius. Cause look, you know damn well that wall don't go underground. You see a guy pop his head up right there. Hey! Like Bugs Bunny. But it's genius. Shit, they even broke their homeboy out of prison doing that, allegedly. I mean, they're loyal. Look, they come get their boy out. You don't see American people doing that. This is the wall in Texas. Right? It just looks like you're at a quarry, but psych, you're not. You're here. The question is, the mud flood or something happened here, because look at that wall way underground. Unless it's on a hill, but it don't look like it because it looks like they're down in the ground. You know, it doesn't look like that's on a hill, so. And it's a little similar to this, but with smaller stones, maybe? Nah. Which one? This picture? I know Sage Walls in Montana. That's from Richie from Boston, that one picture. I gotta give him credit because it's his picture. This one, this Montana. This said Texas. This wall right here. I could be wrong. And this one, but this is supposed to be a wall. This one right here, it's supposed to be a wall for the border. That's what it said. And this is supposed to be rock wall, I think, or something. But yeah, whatever's left of it. It looks like shards of fucking nothing. But this You know, it kind of looks like a pyramid, but then if you zoomed out, it's gonna look like this. You know, you hear these drunk people, man? Is that her holding a note? These people are lifted. What time is it? Oh, it's 4:23. They're fucking drinking all sorts of shit over there. But yeah, I wanted Max to see this. This was mind blowing. Cause look what I typed in: Palantir, ancient technology. I keep the alien weaponry on me. Man, I just found another dope beat today. I downloaded like 17 instrumental CDs. You know who's dope for a producer? I feel disrespected. I forget their names sometimes because they're is Havoc, but Alchemist. Alchemist is he learned from a lot of the greats. He just did an album with Erykah Badu. I didn't even know that. This cat learned from DJ Muggs and that whole crew, and then with Havoc and Mob.
Be back.
Read this, Max. This is wild. I looked up Planetary Ancient Technology yesterday, and this came up.
Oh, can't zoom. Hold on.
It says a
Palantir was an ancient magical seeing stone in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. The Silmarillion, crafted by elves to enable users to communicate and view distant places or events across vast distances. While powerful for surveillance and communication, they were incredibly dangerous, as prolonged or selfish use could corrupt and drive users to madness for lust of power or despair.
That's wild, man.
That makes sense.
And look what I looked up: Planetary Ancient Technology, and because Planetary technology is that's what it is to an extent. I thought it was crazy. What's up, Mission? In the heart of the earth, peace to both of you. Hold on.
Hey, Mr. Mission. Yeah, I just put dinner.
Oh yeah.
Gonna have some
The Patriots
potatoes and chicken.
You don't watch any sports,
No.
Max? Hockey or nothing?
Nothing.
Sunday football drinking.
I used to play soccer and I used to play football. I like playing.
I used to play football.
I like smashing into. That's fun.
Not on teams. Like I almost played high school football, and I'm glad I got cracked to the point where I said this ain't for me.
I played on the town league. They had to take anybody, so.
I went up for a catch, and the short guy, he was shorter than me, he clipped my legs, and I freaking landed on my neck almost. Not almost. You know, like, yeah, it was enough to. It gave me this crazy shock, but the way the guy hit me, just the timing of it was perfect. But I said, this ain't for me, man. I'm all set.
Yeah.
I'll stick to baseball when I'm really good at. I'm good at football, but that's one thing I don't like is getting hit hard, and that's part of the game.
Yeah, no getting around that part of it.
Yeah, I like that title, Mission. Mission posted something, and it was this guy's video. He said, everyone wants to go to Valhalla, but no one wants to fight. You know, it's like fighting comes in many forms, you know, like what we're doing, trying to open people's eyes to things, have them go look stuff up or listen, or that's one way. It might even come down to physical. Another way to fight back is to have people that are smart with building stuff and start building generators to create our own power and start growing our own food. That's big in fighting back. It's like a domino effect. Once one, you know, sometimes I get frustrated because it ain't going fast enough, but it's going, and that's all that matters. Oh yeah, and these other pictures.
Yeah, you're gonna show me some stuff.
This is Sage Wall in Montana. I didn't even know they had a wall like this in Montana. Look at them stones.
Oh, I'm way behind. I was watching on YouTube and I'm way behind. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that looks megalithic. The stones were put there when they were all mushy.
Yeah. I remember when
people believe in stone softening technology. I kind of believe in stone hardening technology. Like it was mushy before and then it got hard.
I can't remember his name. He's like one of the first channels I've ever seen that talk about titans and cutting them to make stones. What the hell is his name? He talks about dragons.
Oh, Mud Fossil University?
Yes,
I like
Mud
his
Fossil
theory. It makes
University.
sense to me. And what I've seen in the landscape matches it. So
look at this is in Texas. That's what it said. I typed in giant wall in Texas and this came up.
Oh yeah.
I just thought it insane that this shit's underground. I wonder how they stumbled upon this. That's whatever happened, it covered that and some. This wall. That's crazy. Now, was it purposely covered? Or did some event happen? That's the main question I have.
Yeah, was it a big landslide or mud flood or did they bury it? I have to check the surrounding area to see, I guess.
It's one of Trump's walls.
Yeah, that's a good wall.
It's just ugly.
That looks like all for Mordor. I don't think, is that really a Trump wall or is that like Lord of the Rings wall?
I don't know. That's what it said.
I think it's like a meme.
Probably. It could be
don't
fake.
know if that's real.
And that sucks too. Like, technology is to the point where I see some of these videos that AI makes. I'm pretty shocked at how good it is.
Yeah, they got a lot of good movies now.
Man.
Crazy Mud Flood.
This wall.
The Heart of the Earth.
This wall. When you were gone, I was talking about the desert and how it's deserted, but it's not a desert. But it looks like a microwave weapon happened here because it looks like the life was just sucked out of it. And that's what microwaves do. They excite the water, you know, the water molecules, and evaporates from the inside out.
They can dry up a lake.
And that's what this looks like.
They can suck all the water out of a lake with it. Yeah. Put that all up in the air.
They said that was a wall, but here's the Vajra. These are two Vajraharas, one, you know, facing each way, you know. And then it has the dragon, which I thought was it breathes flames and shit.
Yeah.
But here's Indra right here, and she's holding the Vajra under the left part, but that would be her right. And then these are just like little models, but what struck me is the bell. Well, the pictures are in the way, but
Yeah, the first, the Bajra, the first one with the double N, that could be like an energy gathering device, and the other one could be an energy transmitting device. A good reason to have the bell.
because I've seen ones where you put a crystal or a stone in the center part, and you could put them on the outer parts. Now, I think these are just like little model ones, or maybe, you know, they put crystals in them for you know, self-purpose. But on a weapon scale, that's what I'm trying to find. One that looks more like the weapon.
I would
But
say the one with the bell would be the probably the scary end. Sort of like a fasces. The fasces has a what they say is an axe head on the end, but I don't think it's an axe head. It's actually just a bell or a bell shape.
this chick's riding an elephant. That's wild.
Awesome. 3 foot. Oh, snails. Cool. Giant snails. Awesome.
Where?
Oh, life with, sorry, the heart of the earth was talking about fossils she's finding, or he. I don't know.
Where is this, in the mountains?
Where did she say?
Like 3 feet in
I
diameter.
grew up at a creek named Fossil Creek, full of fossilized snails, like 3 feet in diameter.
Nice. What time is it? I'm gonna jump off here around 5. Man,
yeah, I have to switch between YouTube and this because the chat doesn't update on Restream for it.
not many people speak on the stuff we speak on, Max. Because I've looked. I mean, there's people, but not as many as there should be. Because this stuff, most people just blow this technology off. Like, what blows my mind is a lot of Apple products.
Yeah.
Seem to be the culprit in a lot of this too. Apple. And they're good products, don't get me wrong, but doesn't what's his name? The Microsoft owner, he owns Apple too, no?
I don't know.
Gates?
No, he doesn't own Apple.
Maybe he got investments in it. Because a lot of these companies are owned by the same people. They just make it look like competition. And that's pretty fucking genius. You got to give it to them. What? Indra ring.
Yeah, put up the picture of that Vajra again. Just leave that up. Can't contemplate on it if it's not there.
Hold on. I'm looking.
Plus, that one had a whole bunch of different apparatus with it, right? So, had like a disc, a bell.
Oh, the one with the. All right, you want that one up? All right.
Yeah, that one's really cool. Like, what's all that? What's the daggery thing? There's like a dagger, double-ended dagger. Is that what you use?
Yeah, the bell.
Is that what?
The bell.
Is that what you use to connect the two? Is that double-ended dagger there? Maybe you join them all together and they make a weapon.
It looks like a double-sided butter knife.
Staff, yeah. Yeah, what if you put that inside the ends of each of the claw-like things, right?
I wonder. I'm trying to find. I'm pretty sure.
Time travel apparatus could be.
You know what's crazy? Vajra. If you look at the end of a Vajra, it's a fucking trident folded. Some of them have 3 parts. It's literally a trident folded. Somebody's got 4
these ones
parts.
look like they have 4, but yeah.
Huh. This is a picture of.
Yeah, I think you could take all those parts and put them together using the knife-looking thing. If it is a knife, probably not. It's probably just like a 3-sided blade, I bet you, or 4-sided if there's 4 claws.
Because the way the bell looks, right?
Yeah.
It's got a top part of the claws. You could probably put a stone or crystal in there, and I wonder if you rang it, bing, bing, bing, bing. I wonder what type of frequency it would make through the crystal.
Yeah, that could be.
Because, shit, they take frequency and put it in water, and it creates a light. I mean, whew, that says a lot. But
Search giant bell in Myanmar, Burma.
Yeah, there's pictures of these giant bells everywhere. Philadelphia had one. I can remember growing up hearing real bells in these churches at noontime. And other hours, but it just makes me wonder these bells they used to have. Now they're freaking recordings. The real bells are gone. And I wonder if it has to do with hypnosis. I had said this before. I wonder if ringing of bells will awaken you from hypnosis. You know, they snap their fingers or use bells I've seen. So, I don't know. Maybe. There's something with the bells they don't want. And I've seen what's his name use bells in this video.
Tones are good, can be good for you or can be bad for you. Just depends.
John Levy does. And you know who else is good with this stuff? Kimba. She takes it very serious, man. Salute to Kimba. She's real serious about her healing. I respect her for actually applying the tools, like bells and frequency, and she uses the tuning fork and I gotta have her come on, and I want to see how her journey is doing. Art Eater. Huh.
Yeah, Tommy, something
India.
pretty interesting. Hamilton, Gore Park, got those, those old stoves that people are questioning, and old lighting methods, old lighting, toilets, and aerials. Interesting.
A to Z counted 13 balls in the tray. That's interesting. That would mean the centerpiece could be the Black Sun or Polaris, and the other 12 are the Zodiac spinning around it.
Also, a ring magnet is divided into 12 opposing segments of positive and negative. That would be an interesting setup if they had magnets in those areas.
Frequency. I was thinking his punchline. I kind of don't like it because I gotta. But I said, hold on. There we go. Oh, I don't know why I was thinking. I was thinking about money, and I said it went from cash to strip to chip to RFID, sending money through the ether, digital currency. It's hard to stay afloat the way them currents be. And that's all I got. But for some reason, I thought about how money evolved from cash to a strip to the chip now, and also RFID through the fucking thin air. People are sending money right through the ether.
Yep, money's pretty much non-existent.
Pretty much. It's all
just a transmission in the ether.
Who likes that line? I wish I could say it a little different.
Oh, Fucus is actually a deacon of Scorpio. That's what I heard.
They say there's 13 signs. Oh yeah, that Ophi split. Yeah, I've heard of that. But I just think 13th one is Jesus.
The center, or the center, yeah.
Yeah, the source.
Yeah.
The throne of God. And if you look at that, you know, if you look at that as a head.
Yeah, I look at it mathematically. If a ring magnet has 12 alternating polarities, I bet the zodiac does because it's a ring around it.
Ring around the rosy. Pockets full of posies. That sucks. When someone broke down what that song meant, I said, "Damn, it's diabolical." They used to put posies in the pockets of the dead.
They don't stink.
And I'm like, yeah, what type of witchcraft is this shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of the nursery tales were about death because that's how they tried to learn to deal with it.
I wonder, you know, the way I look at America and pretty much the other parts of the world, but mostly America is a giant testing ground. Just a.
Oh yeah, they're using us as guinea pigs constantly.
Not a testing ground. I wanted to use another word, but
Run DMC put out his stupid song, "This Ain't No Tuskegee." Like, come on, dude. It ain't. It's way worse.
Yeah, and what pisses me off is they come out and say this shit. You know, they admit it years later, like Tuskegee or what they did in St. Louis. Now they got something about the fog in St. Louis. They just come out and admit that they did this shit, right? And nothing happens to these people, man. They're admitting to poisoning people, and they're free as a bird, man. Nothing. They even admit it. Put stories out on it, and it just blows my mind, man. It fires me up. Like, it's almost like they got people sick and murdered people, and they're bragging about it. And it's like, fuck you. And they'll do it again in other ways. And they just keep doing it from every angle because it's $1 trillion business to keep us sick.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Like crazy. I'm tired of these
with that
people.
thing I was showing you. You know, they can make you healthy, right? But they're going to charge you.
I think so.
You know, to have EMF mitigation, you got to pay $35 a month. Get rid of
That's crazy,
and
man.
all the other shit it's causing to you. You just have to pay us $35 a month. It will make your life better.
And I tell them, how about we just whoop your fucking ass?
You know, or, you know, they could have been doing this since the 70s and we don't, or, you know, mitigating the effects of it and let us live our fucking lives like we're supposed to. But no.
Oscillators, I think, too. Reset. This is what I read. I don't know how true it is. But oscillators reset the body's frequency to the right tone or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how true it is. But oscillators are what Tesla had.
Oh, yeah. They're talking. Yeah.
But he didn't live long, as they say,
No.
you know? What if it's so efficient, Max, this technology, that it slows your aging down, it keeps you young and healthy?
Oh,
That would be like the ultimate fucking secret to keep.
Sure. Yeah. You were like Mr. Mission saying, they're talking about allowing world leaders to become immortal. They were letting Xi Jinping and like they put that out where he was talking about life extension using organ harvesting. So like that's a
I wouldn't doubt that. I think that's very true.
yeah. Well, see, I don't think they really need to do that because what they can do is just grow you new organs. They can reset your biofield to that of a young person, and you would just de-age, really. Yeah, with CRISPR, personal organ replacement. Yeah, CRISPR is actually the drugs some of the drugs that I was looking up, we were looking up earlier, like ivermectin, one of the transitional drugs they're using to make genetic changes in people using quote unquote CRISPR, which is actually electronics and drugs.
You know, I seen a video on YouTube that was disturbing because a child can skim through this and see it. It was a woman talking about, penis erection and that new thing they got to keep men firm, right? Well, the woman stated that her stepson was watching, and then later they ended up, and she's clearly saying this, and I'm thinking, am I bugging? So I had to restart the video. I went and it started over. I should have screen recorded. That's how I'm like, are they trying to push a narrative of mothers and stepsons going,
Looks like. Sounds like, yeah.
Mind.
Like, why would they?
On
that
YouTube.
Was an advertisement. Is that what you're saying?
I know it's an AI. Yeah. It was an AI like made video, but still, I thought I was hearing things. I had to rewind. I'm like, no way. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, you can biohack with CRISPR.
I mean,
yeah.
YouTube, and they got a fucking nerve to block people's videos for speaking against stuff, but they'll play that shit. They always push the same narrative, man. It's for your own good, it's for your safety with everything. And people still fall for it. Oh, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, what does it matter? That's the key thing I hear a lot of people say. Because I talk shit about cameras and stuff.
Well, they use CRISPR.
It'll keep us safe.
They use CRISPR already. Like there was a kid born with this rare genetic disease or something that they supposedly cured with CRISPR. But they probably gave the disease and took it away. Because even the fetus now is infected with nanotechnology. So they can give you a disease and take it away pretty much the same day, too.
Yeah, a lot of them are parasites, allegedly.
Yeah, they use parasites. Yeah.
Diseases are allegedly all parasites from my investigation.
Just an overabundance of parasites, right? What they do is they make the environment favorable for the growth of parasites that do what they want.
I gotta add CRISPR in my rhyme. I'm trying to plant seeds of these like DARPA, Plantair, Raytheon. Now I'm gonna add CRISPR. I'm trying to put these in my rhyme so people listen to it. They'll be like I used to with Killer Priest and other rappers. I'd be like, who's this? And go look it up, and I'm like, holy shit. Or Killer Army's album, Silent Weapons for Quiet
Yeah.
Wars. I found out that was a book that talked about. You got to read it. The book, Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. Man, it talks about society and how the world is now. How the silent weapon of mass control. That's basically the weapon. It's not a gun or a fucking
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah, they don't care about your guns.
Psychological.
You'll drop it when they turn on an active denial system. You'll just run. I don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying. The biggest thing you need in a war is food and energy for the most part. Because you know, food is the main. You know, you can't eat bullets. But yeah, the weaponry they have.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to fight the war the best way is to just, in mass numbers, tell them to go fuck themselves and start doing our own thing, man. It's the only way.
No, you can't get outside the system. That's the problem. They still spray the air, and whatever you grow will be saturated with particles. You can't get away from it, and you can't get away from it.
I'm not saying to
You're
get
still going to
away.
use your body as part of the electronic system, right? So you're still going to.
No, that's what I was going to get to.
You know,
we have to.
It has to be. It has the system has to change how it's being used. Like you can't just run away from it. That won't work.
I'm not saying run away. Man, I can't say that either. But anyway,
there's nowhere to go, right? So
that's why I said everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to fight to protect what we're supposed to protect, which is Mother Earth.
Motherfucker, that too.
Everyone wants the easy route
weaponry,
out.
distant early warning systems, and all that. Fucking with the skies, with the NextRad, and all the other things they got, lasers, everything.
I wonder when they're gonna freeze New York, like in the day after tomorrow. How a big fucking tsunami hit the coast. Even though I don't think that's possible to be that big, but I think they could flood New York and freeze people out for sure.
Well, you get a landslide, like on the other side of the ocean. It'll send a tsunami. Get an underwater landslide, right? That's easy to do because there's a lot of really high cliffs that are underwater because of the different stages of the Earth and the ages. So, like even like here in Lake Ontario, it goes like it's 40 feet for a ways, 40 feet deep, say, for about 100 feet, and then it drops down to 400 feet. So there's like a 300-foot cliff all the way around the lake. If they make one of those cliffs fall into the lake, like a landslide of it, that would cause a huge tsunami. Same thing in the oceans. Big landslide will cause a tsunami.
Trying to find weird a map of
shake it up enough, you know.
The ocean. Trying to find the depth of the oceans.
Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant considered a weapon of mass destruction. Yeah, they wrote about that in the Bible as being used as a weapon.
Yeah, this rapper I listened to named Apathy mentioned it when they opened the Ark. And you know what's wild? Because you mentioned that with the weapon that George Washington had. What is it again?
Yeah.
The
Fasces.
what? The fasces, yes. The same thing as the Ark. You know, it made me think of the fasces. He said when they opened the Ark, people died of
Yeah.
disease. And you said the fasces can also make you sick. That's wild.
Yeah, I think it's a very unrefined weapon. Like it just blasts people. I don't know. It may be very refined. I don't know. You know, I don't know if they used it for healing as well. They may have. Yeah, I never know how to spell that one, Mr. Mission. I never know how to spell fasces. It's a weird word.
F-A-C.
See, I don't even know if that's right.
I'll tell you now. I thought it was F-A-C-E-S, but I think I was wrong.
Yeah, it's got a weird spelling to it.
I'm trying to find a better image. I hate when the pixels are so trashy. Sometimes it's hard to find a version. Crap. Anyway. Twin Lakes. There's a cave in Connecticut. It's called Twin Lakes Cave. And man. Interesting. Bashful Lady Cave. Salisbury, Connecticut. Salisbury Steak. I shit you not. That's the name of a Connecticut city. Salisbury. Like the state. What does this say? Most residents of Connecticut are unaware that our state has the Champion Cave of New England. It is situated in the heart of the limestone region in Salisbury, and is called Twin Lake Cave. And I've never heard of this, so he's right about that. Actually, there are two caves close together, and the larger one has two entrances. This cave has not been completely mapped out, and new passages are frequently being found, but it is now the longest and most popular New England cave. Yeah, it won't be when the government closes it off because they piece of fucking shit and ruin everything. It has a history that is unique for such a phenomenon so remotely located, like the door of the proverbial mousetrap manufacturer. It has its beaten path made by thousands, some of whom come from distant countries. At one time, it was a commercial cave, and only two others in America opened for cave sightseeing before Twin Lakes Cave. Mammoth began operations in 1813, and in 1865, Wyers Cave in Virginia, now known as Grand Caverns, opened for business. Twin Lakes Cave was opened to the public in 1870, just 2 years after its discovery. It is interesting to know what publicity was resorted to it in this new enterprise of cave showmanship in America. Facing the yawning sinkhole main entrance was a dance hall where lively quadrilles were executed to the tune of a cracked fiddle. Another building housed dressing apartments for ladies and gentlemen. A large dining room. What are these people talking about? The Connecticut Western Railroad was under construction nearby. Oh, townspeople used to go in this cave. All right. Hold on.
What for?
I'm gonna see if I can pick
What they go in
this.
for?
Because they showed pictures of this Max, and it looks like the inside of intestines of a fucking giant.
Yeah.
Just like I've seen before.
Yeah. Where is it?
Salisbury, Connecticut.
What's it called? What's the cave system called?
Twin City Caves. Or Twin Lakes Cave. Sorry. Twin Lakes Cave. I don't know why I said city. It would bring you to freaking Kansas City and Chicago, I think. Or no, Minnesota.
So it's in Connecticut, right?
Chicago. Yeah. There's tons of pictures if you go to like images and stuff,
Yeah.
but
I just want to take a look on maps where it is.
There's even a YouTube video on it. I'm gonna have to check that out. Minds and Mysteries. I want to go in here because it looks big enough. Let's see. What's this?
Can't find Twin Lake Caves. Twin Lakes. Can't find the caves for Twin Lakes.
You can't. Well, there's maps, but they're not good ones. And the guy even said.
Try the name again. It was Twin Lakes. Twin Lakes Caves.
Yeah, Twin Lakes Cave in Connecticut in Salisbury. Salisbury. Oh wow!
All right.
I'm gonna have to keep this page. Wow, there's so many caves in the U.S. That it makes me wonder all these caves, man. Like, was this some connected underground? Like, all these caves around the U.S. are probably connected, or used to be a tree root system or something. The dinosaur caves of eastern Connecticut. Man, I gotta start traveling, man. This is.
Well, there was something there. Something big.
Hold on, let me move. I gotta find some pictures of these caves myself. Twin Lakes Caves.
Yeah, I'm still not finding caves.
Oh, it says Litchfield County, Connecticut, and I found this underground mapping of it, but let me see. Where'd the picture go? Kidding me? You kidding me? Let's see. Is this it? Caves and car systems of the world. Well, I don't want the world. I want Connecticut.
No. Can't find it.
Well, I found this, so I'm going to send it to my phone. Jeez. I'll pull this up. Let me send it. Litchfield County. I thought it said Salisbury. Maybe that's in Litchfield County. Alright. Yeah, I got that picture. I got that picture. Right. Copyright GCM. they're really gonna copyright this fucking dusty ass picture they took. And they screenshotted a picture and copyrighted it. Like, come on, how petty is that shit? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, they do have a lot of caves in Connecticut.
I know, I was just figuring this out
They have
myself.
Torrey's Cave, Judge's Cave, Dinosaur Caves. The cave formerly Monster Mini Golf.
I used to go hiking a lot, and I can only remember one time going in a little cave, and it wasn't nothing like spectacular, but
Torrey's Cave Preserve. Judge's Cave. Dinosaur Caves.
Hold up. Eastern New York. Piano Cave. Oh man, now we're in South Africa. Like, how do I get? I put Connecticut Caves, and it's just South Africa. Like, you hear me?
Hi, Chloe.
That's the name of your cat? That was the name of my cat that passed away, Chloe.
Yeah, this.
But I called her Chloe Bear because she was like a bear. Her paws were freaking huge.
This one's one of those cow-like kitties. Come here, Chloe. Where are you there?
She chills with cows?
No, she's got like cow pattern.
Oh, all right. Let me show this. I got a map of the cave here in twin whatever. I definitely have to go check this out. All right. Come on. Freeze. You kidding me? Wow, that was odd. Dude, it even said the stream disconnected. Bro, that was weird. That's fucked up. Restream, get it together. You want me to? They want me to spend money. I'm not spending money if it acts like this.
Right? Yeah, if it glitches out on them all the time. I've never had that. I've used Restream for a couple months now, and I've never had a glitch out on me.
Whoa. Yeah, now it's freezing on me. Like,
yeah,
come on. I'm trying to pull this picture up and get rid of this one. You gotta be kidding me.
And we lost him again, did we? Or I can't tell. I'm not even up there, so.
All right. God. Do, do, do. Come on, delete. All right. Jesus Christmas. Restream is disappointing me.
Uh-oh.
All right. 17 hours later.
Hmm.
This is the map of the caves, I guess.
Cool.
And what I read, the sinkhole entrance, that's the one they used. They said main entrance, but man, that's a big cave.
That is. That's a hell of a cave system.
You know, it makes me wonder, like, was this some sort of
Probably not
underground,
even all of it. Yeah.
like, I think before this major flood, you know, with these ley lines and everything, it makes me wonder, man, like, what was underground? Major cities and
Looks like a bunch of glands. Like, glands under your skin. See the nodes? Like there's nodes, and then feeding tubes and stuff, and distributing tubes. Kind of
that
like,
I wanted to get more pictures to show you. Some of them look like intestines, the inside of them, the way it looked.
could be like part of the endocrine system. Like that could be how big the thing is. It's gigantic. Yeah, it could be digestive. Neat.
Who's left in the chat? Let me erase this.
Yeah, I typed it in just like it says there.
What, the Twin City?
The Twin Lake.
I mean, Twin Lake. Twin
Yeah.
Lake.
That's what it says. Twin Lakes Caves.
Yeah, and look for Litchfield County.
Yeah.
Put Litchfield County.
No. Not coming up. I just don't want you looking at that one, or me. That's a big system. I like the profile of it. That's cool. Yeah, that's a huge cave system.
Who's the heart of the earth?
I don't know. Somebody new, I guess. All right. Well, I got to get going. It's almost dinner time for me.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna jump off too. I gotta make some food. But thanks for coming by, Max.
All right. Have
What's
fun.
today? Sunday? I gotta
Yep.
catch one of your lives. So you go live at
Friday or
late at night.
Saturday night. Yeah. Yeah, it's late. All right, man. Thanks for having me up.
Anytime, Max. Have a good night.
You too.
Peace to the chat. I know Heart on Earth wants a wrench, but hold on.